For years, we were told that Palestine faithfully supported the Ottoman Empire. But the historical records reveal a very different story. How did Palestine really treat the Ottoman Empire? Support, neutrality, or betrayal? Let's examine what the documents say.
How did Palestine really treat the Ottoman Empire? Support, neutrality, or betrayal? Let's examine what the documents say. Empires rise and fall, but alliances decide their fate. So what role did Palestine really play in the collapse of the Ottoman Empire? For centuries, the region historically known as Palestine was part of the Ottoman Empire. Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, this territory witnessed a series of political decisions, land transfers, tribal alliances, and conflicts that reshaped the Middle East. This documentary examines Ottoman archives, British records, and academic sources to outline key developments, year by year, without generalizing any entire population. We focus specifically on documented events, political factions, and local groups, not on whole communities. The first chapter, Land Sales and Population Changes, covers the period from 1837 to 1948. In 1837, Ottoman census records show approximately 9,000 Jewish residents living in the region. During the mid-1800s, large-scale private land sales occurred, with many local Arab landowners selling their privately held lands to Jewish buyers. Direct sales to foreign Jews were restricted by Ottoman law, so transactions were often made using German, British, or European intermediaries. These were legal private sales, not government transfers. By 1882, the Jewish population reached 50,000, mainly due to land purchases, not military force. By 1908, the Jewish population surpassed 100,000, with British consular reports confirming the increase driven by ongoing private land transactions. Specific land sales figures include 944,000 acres sold in 1925, 1,124,000 acres sold in 1927, and 1,700,000 acres sold in 1930. By 1948, enough legally purchased land existed to form a territorial base for the establishment of a state. These early transformations occurred largely through economic transactions, not initial occupation. The next chapter, World War I and Documented Collaborations, covers events from 1915 to 1917. Events recorded in Ottoman military archives and British intelligence files show that this does not describe an entire people, only specific groups and factions. In 1915, certain local groups attacked Ottoman soldiers from the rear, causing severe losses, with Ottoman reports noting approximately 14,000 casualties and many wounded. From 1915 to 1916, captured Ottoman soldiers were reportedly mistreated, including cases of blindness due to chemical exposure. In 1916, the Arab Revolt flag was created, with its four colors symbolizing the Abbasid, Umayyad, and Fatimid dynasties, and the red triangle representing the Hashemite tribe of Sharif Hussein. This flag later became the basis of the modern Palestinian flag. In 1917, local fighters cooperated with T. E. Lawrence in the Aqaba raid, leading to the capture of Aqaba and the destruction of the Ottoman garrison. Later in 1917, Jerusalem was handed over to General Edmund Allenby, with British accounts describing local leaders welcoming Allenby as El Nebi. This symbolized trust in British rule. The final chapter, Relations with the Turkish Republic, covers the period from 1978 to 2020. These events reflect the decisions of specific organizations or political leaders, not the collective will of all Palestinians. In 1978, the Palestine Liberation Organization provided training and shelter to PKK militants. In 1979, a Palestinian militant group attacked the Egyptian embassy in Ankara, resulting in the deaths of a police officer and a security guard. In 1980, George Habash's faction within the PFLP opened camps to Asala, which assassinated Turkish diplomats abroad. In 1989, Yasser Arafat expressed political support for Armenian claims regarding the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. In 1993, various Palestinian political figures supported Masoud Barzani's vision for an independent Kurdistan. In 2002, Major Cengiz Toytunk, a Turkish officer serving in a peace mission in the West Bank, was killed. In 2009, Mahmoud Abbas declared that Turks are occupiers in Cyprus, publicly supporting the Greek Cypriot position. In 2012, the Palestinian Football Federation invited the unrecognized Kurdistan team to an official tournament, causing controversy. During Turkey's Operation Peace Spring in 2019, the Arab League, including Palestine, issued a formal condemnation of Turkey. In 2020, Palestine joined a regional bloc, the Eastern Mediterranean Gas Forum, opposing Turkey's maritime claims, alongside Greece, Cyprus, Egypt, and Israel. Also in 2020, Palestinian representatives publicly supported China's policy toward Uyghur Turks. These events do not describe the actions of an entire nation. They describe specific tribal leaders, specific militant groups, specific foreign alliances, and specific political factions. History shows a consistent pattern. When unity collapses, when land is treated as a commodity, when communities prioritize short-term interests over long-term survival, the consequences reshape centuries. Examining this history is not an act of hostility. It is an effort to understand how empires weaken, how new states form, and how geopolitical decisions echo across generations.
Does Palestine really deserve the helping hands of Turkish people despite of the obvious betrayals during history? So, is Palestine truly an innocent victim of history, or is it facing the echoes of its own choices? And after everything preserved in the archives, does the support of the Turkish people still rest on justified foundations?